Hello guys, this is Elite, and I am going to show you guys how I made my piece, well, two pieces, Hearts and Souls. Now, with Hearts and Souls, it's pretty much the same project. It's legitimately just the same composition. What I did to make it different, I just scrubbed it to the ends, and voila, got a different look. Now, since this is an evolving effect, you can actually use this in videos and somewhat. And the way I created these sort of looking things, like this sort of looking object, is it's just a symmetrical. I just duplicated and just flipped it around and made it symmetrical. Now, to make this actual particular object, I got Trapco form and a couple of effects. Other just Trapco form, I actually added CC vector blur and glow. CC vector blur is what made it look like a liquid sort of thing, and the glow is just aesthetics and just made it look a bit better. Now, to create OBJ models, which is what I use for form to make that particular looking object, is I use Cinema 4D to make it an object that I could use to make to use for form. What you do is you just grab just random objects and just distort it with deformers such as this twist and melt, but make sure that your segments is relatively high, not too high, because you don't need that many pixels. I mean vertices, actually, that's the right word. And add your deformers in like so. So essentially close that for a moment. So we got twist. Let's just twist that amount. And add a melts. And just add that in there. Just play in. Pretty much what you do is just play around with the formers and whatnot, and just, yeah, you'll get something eventually. Now, I already made an OBJ model, which in particular is called parallax.obj. I spelled parallax wrong. Whoops. Very professional. Wingardium Leviosa. This particular OBJ is used in my video Parallax, which was made ages ago, because I barely make any videos anymore, because, I'm lazy, and I'm always busy. But I'm not busy today to do this. Be happy, okay? I love you so much. Anyway, I'll just find the part where it shows the OBJ model. Alright, here's the OBJ model. Now, this form OBJ model will combine with that, and camera with depth of field. Just having the OBJ model as itself will make it look bland and ugly in a way, but having the depth of field makes it look a lot better. Now, let's going to create a new composition. Tutorial. Let's actually do this, and yeah. Now, first things first, before you do anything else, you change the bits per channel to 32 bits per channel. Doing this will make it more accurate colors with the glows and whatnot. Now, firstly, you just add that, hide that, and make it solid, because we don't need the transparent mesh sort of thing, transparent matte, because that'll just make it look weird. Now we create a new solid form. Now I'm going to add form in. Now this is like a third-party plugin. You have to pay for it. It's not free, but there are ways of getting it for free. Hashtag uTorrent. But I won't promote this way, but because I'll probably get shot. OBJ model. First things first. Next, you go to base form. Go to OBJ model. Then you go to OBJ settings. you go to parallax.obj, or whatever obj model you have created. Now I'm going to increase the size by 400. And this pretty much will space out the vertices and particles and shit. Increase the sphere feather. The sphere feather is just pretty much smooths out the particles, which is not very good. Well, in some cases it can be pretty good, but in this particular video, sort of look is not very. We're going to increase the skip vertices up to 8, just to decrease the amount of particles there are in this on the actual object. Now we're going to decrease the particle size to 0.5. You can play around with that and do whatever. Now this size is random. It just randomly generates like different size particles, or just whatever. Next thing you do, you go to fractal fields and you increase the effect size. What it does, it also like sort of randomizes the particle size. 1 will be fine. Now the displacement, you can play around with that, but I'm going to increase to 500 or so. Yeah, that looks good. Let's just rotate that to 180 degrees. Yeah, that looks fine. And Skype. Anyway, I fixed that. Alright, so next thing you do, actually, hold on, before we go and create cameras and such, I'm gonna change the color of the particles. Let's try a teal blue, something like this. Yeah, that looks good. Now, I'm gonna create a new camera. Now, we'll just leave it at 50 millimeters, and just leave the depth of field disabled at the moment. I'll zoom in a bit more. Mind my sniffling. I am catching a cold. Oh my. Okay. Apologies to my slow computer. This might take a little while. Zoom in a bit more. Oh shit, that's a little much. Okay, after you've done that, we'll just play around with the position. We'll just pretty much play around with the position and whatnot, and then you'll get the look what you like. Now, next thing you do, you add your depth of field. Increase the particle size. Okay, I'm going to decrease the particle size a little bit. Alright, there we go. That looks a bit better. Now, I'm going to increase the aperture to 100. You can play around with that. And I'm just going to go to my top camera view and just fix up the focus distance. Now, it looks sort of bland at the moment, but just give it time. It will look better in a minute. It's just pretty much what you have to do is just play around as much as you can, and you'll get the look that you like eventually. Yeah, that looks fine. Alright, that looks good. Now, next thing you do, if that lets me close that for a moment. Alright, then you add CC vector blend. This is what makes everything look like a liquid sort of look, and it looks really nice, to be honest. Alright. Now, you just don't worry about this warning about this just because it's just like, it doesn't support 32 bits per channel, and it won't really affect anything, so don't worry. We're going to change it to perpendicular, which is roughly the look that we want. Increase that, and there we go. It looks like liquid now. Now, we'll go back to form and just fix up the colors a little bit. Let's increase this to 25. We might have to change it a little later, but this was actually add just a little bit of extra blue. Now, you just play around with this, and you'll get the look that you'll want in a minute. Like, well, whatever. You'll get your look that you will like if you just play around. That's the point of making stuff. You just experiment. Now, let's add the glow. Adding the glow will make it look a bit nicer. Oh, what? Oh, something happened. I broke everything. messaging me, which I didn't have a social life, to be honest. Oh god, shut up! There we go. You go to stylize and glow, and you'll get your glow. Now I'm going to increase the threshold so only the brighter areas will get the actual glow. But you can play around with it. You can do whatever. I'm not trying to make you follow every single thing I am doing. Alright. Yeah, let's leave it. Increase that a little bit. And decrease this. The glow intensity will just bring it down a little bit so it's not so intense. Now doing that, increase the blues a bit, which is fantastic. That's what I like. And yeah, stretching. I felt pretty good. All right, I think that's about it for the actual form. Yeah, that's pretty much it. All right, now next thing you do, just grab everything from the OBJ model, the actual form and camera, and pre-compose it. Form. And you now duplicate it, and then you bring up the scale, turn it to negative. You can also just go to right click and just go transform and just go to flip horizontally. Now, doing that makes it look like this. It makes it like a symmetrical kaleidoscope sort of thing. And now it looks like an elephant. Legit looks like an elephant. Elephant but barely alive. Anyway, now just put the transform modes to add, and what it does is just adds the two layers on top of each other and brings up some bright areas and just overlays and such. Alright, so what I did after this, I grabbed some like color correction. I just made a new adjustment layer and just call it CC. And don't use the color correction here. You can use it. But this is more useful to use like some plugins that I'm using here. Now these are also third-party plugins, paid plugins. There are ways of getting it for free, and I'm not going to promote it because I might also get just shot by Red Giant. Alright. Now we'll just go to edits and you just pop up with Magic Bullet Looks. Now we have all these presets here, which you don't actually have to go through and just select a preset, like go and make your own. Some of these presets look pretty good. So for example, this looks kind of nice. It brings up the glows a bit more. Now you can select any of these. I'm just going to select this one. This looks pretty good. Now, you should decrease the strength a little bit just to bring out the original colors a bit. And I'm going to add a bit of extra color correction. So curves. So I should see what it looks like this.